If I'm in your shoes, please, understand me. You have to move to Airbnb for 1 month, and then my contractors, they will do the flooring, and they do the kitchen. Probably takes now 2 weeks.
Watch a new real estate market episode with Marius Mitrofan. I don't think Marius needs an introduction anymore, but for those new to our podcast, Marius is a very well-known real estate broker in the Toronto and GTA area, in the top 100 in RE/MAX Canada out of 30,000 agents. Make sure you are checking Marius' Facebook page to see his amazing work and to get a taste of what he's capable of doing when it comes about real estate. At the end of this video, you can watch one of Marius' recent listing, a must-see beautiful property. Enjoy the podcast, my friends.
If I'm in your shoes, please, understand me. You have to move to Airbnb for 1 month, and then my contractors, they will do the flooring, and they do the kitchen. Probably takes now 2 weeks, and then another 1 week to prepare your house for sale, and 1 week to sell it in a multiple offers. And they say no. Well, we want to try like that, and trust me. We did everything in our power. We staged the basement. It's an amazing basement. So between the basement and the first floor, it's a huge discrepancy.
Oh wow!
It's a huge one. So all the feedback that I got from the buyer agent, they said the basement is amazing because they did it, and we just stage it. And but on the first floor, they feel like, Marius, it's too much work there to do. But it's not so much. Like that's. For example, to change the laminate on the first floor, it's probably about 6,000-7,000, maybe 10 maximum, and then to change the another 5,000-10,000 to change the tiles, the beautiful new tiles on the floors, and then another 3,000 just to change the countertop and the backsplash. So, and then looks totally different, looks like a brand new. So let's say 25k, okay?
For the main level.
For the main level. But because they didn't want to do it, they want to try like that. Now we are stuck with that listing, And sadly enough, I sold their home like 2 years ago in Mississauga.
Oh.
So
it's the
but
same client?
On that point, the same client. They listened to me on that point, and was sold in 1 week for the best ever price in the neighborhood.
And still they are not.
Yeah, but the problem
yes.
the problem is you have to go out of the comfort zone. So on that point, I asked them to go in the Airbnb.
Yes.
So they went to an Airbnb for 1 month with all the family. They have an extended family of 6 basically, and they did it. So we sold it in 1 week for the best price.
But that was back in like 2 years ago.
3 years ago, yeah, before the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
So now, because they felt like, it was too much, too much stress to move in an Airbnb, too much stress to do the renovation and stuff like that, and we are still stuck with that one. I have another situation in Vaughan, like last week, 2 weeks ago. So on that point, another family called me and said, Marius, we want to sell very quickly. We don't want any staging. We don't have anything. Everything is like what we have. We need a certain amount of 2.1 million was on that point. Why? I realized later, because the brother of the lady was selling the same house, 2 streets down. In 1 month ago, when it was a different market.
Yes.
But from 1 month ago, the prices were down in Vaughan for 15%.
Not the same.
10,
right
15,
now.
exactly.
Yes.
So she was stuck in her mind with the price that the brother sold. But from that point to today's point is 10-15% less. I got it.
And it's nothing you can do.
I cannot.
It's not.
It's
you can't
impossible.
control the market.
So that house was a little bit in interior, was not such nice like this one, but they have a much bigger lot, and they have a
Potential.
a ravine
Yes.
close to it. So that's a was ravine facing. So I said to them, it's a balance. Even your house is much better interior, but exterior is better the other one. But if you take in consideration 10-50% down, then your house is worth 1.9, 1 point something. And guess what happened in a multiple situation? We did it. We got 1.925.
Oh wow.
So we got a price that I told them that that house is, but they still they was okay. You know what? They expecting more. So we said, what? It's fine. We try. I said no problem. We don't take that offer.
Yeah.
We'll raise the price. And we put it for 2,088,000 whatever. But we didn't have any offers. And on top of that, a neighbor sold their home, almost the same home, for 1.633.
Oh wow.
So 300,000 less than we got on the multiple situation.
Yeah.
And I said, no point to keep this house on the market. So we just canceled that listing. So you know what? Like I'm very fair with everybody.
And they have to be realistic.
Realistic,
That's
yes.
the thing. I
So-
we can dream. Everybody
Yeah.
is hoping for, I don't know.
So
how
imagine
much.
if
But
that lady that family was happy to sell for 1.925 on that night, and then a few days later the same neighbor sold for 1.633, she was so happy. It was
Very
300,000
happy.
more.
Different perception.
Different
I guess.
perception.
I guess.
She was, the determination
Yeah.
was 2.13
Yeah.
that her brother sold, but 1 month ago he was smart. He was taking advantage of the time,
It
and
was
then
a very-
this was it. But now it's totally different and will go down. And I said to them, if you want to stay another 5 years, no problem. You can keep it. Probably you get the same price, probably in 2025, 2026.
And
it's
not
fine.
even like a guarantee. Nobody guarantees the price.
Yeah, nobody can guarantee,
We only
yeah.
can,
Yeah.
suspect it's going to be the same. But
So-
I think, but the more they are waiting,
Oh yeah.
the price goes.
Imagine if they sold it for 1.925, maybe they purchased another house in maybe 2-3 houses in Spain, for an amazing price, and then they can move because the intention was to move in Spain or in other, So you have to be reasonable based on the market.
Absolutely.
And then you have to take advantage. Like I'm just giving you another example. Last week we sold a house for 27 offers, and in Toronto area they are not selling anymore with multiple offers.
Yes, but 27
In
is a
Ajax.
good number.
Oh, it's an amazing
It's
number.
a good number. It's not
So
a
what I realized, this guy was much more, I don't know, he trusted us from the moment we met him. So what happened was, the long story short, we met this guy in February, sometimes in February, after we did a record sale price on the Temple West in Ajax, Ontario. So we got an amazing price for a bundle of 1,900 square feet. We sold it for 1.565, an amazing price. The previous best price in the area was 1.3. So we sold almost $250,000 more than the best sold price in the area. Okay, so $250,000 more.
Which is
okay,
a lot.
Which
of
is
money.
a lot. So this guy, when he saw, it was a neighbor, he said, you know what, come to my house, please, do a listing presentation, and then we'll have to decide. So they decided to work with me because they saw the value. So we signed up a contract on February, and the process was, I told him what to do in order to increase the home value. So I told them what to do. So my contractors came, they gave him a quote, he agrees with the quote. So he spent about $75,000, and
in renovations.
In renovations,
yes.
And and what happened was, because there was extended renovations, it took like 1.5 months, almost 2 months.
Oh wow! So
The market shifts on that point.
Yes.
But that gentleman was so nice, and he realizes that it was not my fault that the market changed. So in the end, he trusted me 100%. With the listing price, with the staging, we did all staging. We did everything. We took everything out from his home to and the contractor, they have an empty house and they charge a little bit less. So they did complete renovations. And then we did a full staging, and we sold it just last week, and for 1,875,000. We listed at 1.388, and why we put it at that price? Because a similar home, a little bit smaller, was sold on the next street for 1.35.
Okay.
Like
So you
like
wanted
few
to
days
align
before.
the prices
I
kind
was
of.
trying just to align the price. I say, okay, this one is a little bit higher, like bigger in size, so I put it a little bit more than 1.35.